TRN News.
A child who drowned at Percy Priest Lake has been identified. Authorities say 5-year-old Tobias Hennock went underwater for several minutes while swimming with family yesterday evening. Relatives performed CPR until paramedics arrived, but the boy was pronounced dead at the hospital. His death is being investigated as an accidental drowning. A man is in critical condition after a shooting Tuesday at a BP gas station near Lamar Avenue and East Parkway South in Memphis. Police say the victim fled to a nearby fire station before being taken to Regional 1 Hospital. A suspect was later detained less than a mile away after reportedly calling police and surrendering. Investigators briefly shut down westbound lanes on Lamar during the response. The investigation is ongoing. I'm Scott Hooper.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
Introducing the YMCA. What, you already know the why? Or so you think. Sure, you know the why for a swim, a workout, even a game of hoops. But did you know we're more than that? We're a cause. When you take your jump shot at the Y, someone else is getting job training. Take a cardio class, while kids are in an after-school enrichment program. Practice your downward-facing dog as a teen practices her leadership skills. That's the why. We work with people no matter their age, income, or background and give them the opportunity to learn, grow, and thrive, all with one simple goal in mind, to strengthen our community. And we've got so much more that does just that. So while you might think of the Y as that place for lifting weights, we're also about lifting entire communities. Introducing the Y. We're so much more than a place. We're a cause. Visit ymca.net/more.
Free Kilmar! Free Kilmar! Free!
A judge has ordered the release of Kilmore Albergo Garcia, but he likely won't stay out of custody for long. He appeared in federal court this afternoon in Nashville, where a judge ordered him released on his own recognizance ahead of his trial on human smuggling charges. However, she noted Garcia will likely be immediately detained by ICE agents instead of being released to the public. A Knoxville man is facing a series of charges in connection with a bizarre and violent attack. WVLT reports 19-year-old Charles Kaufman is accused of going to a man's home Sunday afternoon, beating him with a plunger and covering him with bleach, then abducting his child. The boy was later found in a car with Kaufman in Sevierville. Kaufman allegedly confessed the crime to cops, saying he also stuffed the plunger in the man's mouth before pouring bleach on his wounds. I'm Scott Hooper, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Despite complaints from nearby property owners, the Cookeville Planning Commission approved a rezoning request Monday for a new subdivision on Bill Smith Road. According to a Herald Citizen article, developer Donnie Meadows owns the 3.68 acres and has plans to construct 16 homes on the property. The rezoning will next proceed to consideration by the Cookeville City Council. As the National Weather Service has issued a heat advisory for Middle Tennessee this week, the Tennessee Valley Authority has asked customers to reduce their energy usage. TVA says doing so can help maintain stability of the regional power grid and help extend available power supply. The DeKalb County Commission on Monday voted to purchase more than 70 acres on Smith Road for the future home of the new jail. WJLE Smithville reports that the approved motion stipulates not spending more than $1.8 million on the property. Also approved a motion to issue a 12-year note not to exceed $35 million to build the facility. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Thursday morning forecast. Hot and humid conditions continue today. Skies will be mostly sunny through this afternoon with a slight chance of pop-up thunderstorms. 1 or 2 storms today could be strong with gusty winds and hail. Highs will top out in lower 90s. A heat advisory remains in effect through tomorrow. Heat index values could be as high as 105 in some spots. Overnight, we'll see mostly cloudy skies with a low chance of a shower or storm. Lows will be in the lower 70s. We'll see a better chance of scattered afternoon thunderstorms Friday. Highs will top out around 90. Rain and storm chances will increase for both Saturday and Sunday. Highs will be in the upper 80s with overnight lows in the lower 70s. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's the place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune and dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 6:07.
Well, a high today is 93 for us. We're already at 72, y'all.
Oh,
It's going to be a hot one.
yeah.
And there is a heat advisory in effect until tomorrow.
Yeah. There is a chance, I think, of some showers and thunderstorms today. So.
Yeah, later on this afternoon.
Yeah. A few things you need to know, and I'm sure Sheila will want to be in on the hiring process. The deadline to apply is Wednesday, July 9th for the Cookeville Fire and Rescue, the fire department.
Why was I thinking, is this firefighters? Because you always give me grief.
Well, I mean,
I like it because they're great citizens and help people. And they have muscles.
yeah. So if you'd like to apply, you can do that at cookeville-tn.gov and then get on over to the fire department there and put in your application if you would like to be a fireman or firewoman.
And they save kitties and puppies. UCHRA, they are hiring public transportation. They're seeking a dispatcher in that area. If you would like to, if you have strong communication skills, attention to detail, and computer proficiency, that's key for this job. And they have really good benefits there too. Make an impact in your community. You can go to Upper Cumberland Human Resource Agency on their Facebook page, and they've got a link there where you can apply.
All right. It's the After Dark Movies in the Park.
Yes.
And it's, when is this?
This Friday.
Yeah, It's Little Mermaid that they're showing.
I love that. That would be a great family movie in the
park.
park.
Want to go out there. Little Mermaid and Dogwood Performance Pavilion. Concessions open at 6. The movie begins at dusk, and it's all free. And that is on the 27th.
Also, the Rotary Club of Cookeville, Jim Gray has been chosen the Rotarian of the Year.
Rotarian of the Year.
His work with the Ram Clinic and contributions to their club, second to none is what they say. Thanks to Jim for making Putnam County a better place. We love folks like Jim Gray.
Jim Gray.
Yeah.
On Monday, June the 30th at 3:30, the library, Cookeville Library, is having a crafternoon event.
Instead of afternoon crafter.
Crafternoon event.
I love it. Love it.
We're doing fireworks art. Supplies are limited, first come, first served basis. It's best for ages 5 through 12, they say. And that's all part of the Restoring Childhood Putnam County. So it's device free while you're in there doing your art.
Oh. Upper Cumberland Habitat for Humanity, they're over DeKalb County too, not just Putnam and Overton. Run for a Cause will be at DeKalb County's Habitat Fiddler 5K, happening June 5th. They still want you to get registered. There's a little bit of time for that. You can go to runsignup.com/race/TN/Smithville Fiddler 5K.
All right. Another unplugged event that's with the what was it? I just said it, Sheila.
Fun event. Was it the crafternoon?
Restoring Childhood Putnam County.
Oh, restoring. Yeah. Childhood.
I just said it, Sheila, and you messed me up.
So Putnam County.
Restoring Childhood
Initiative.
Whatever. Anyway.
Sorry. I messed him up.
Lord have mercy.
He blames me on all his
My
mess
goodness. Anyway.
Yes.
On Saturday from 9 to 10, they're having an unplugged summer fun day at All Good Middle School at the School Garden and Forest. That's at 540 Dry Valley Road. Again, you can drop your kids off at 9, come pick them up at 10. That gives you an hour to run to the All Good Walmart.
Is that what it said?
No, that's just what I thought.
They're not a sponsor of the show, but we do like them.
No, you could drop those kids off, run to the Walmart real quick, come back.
Oh, Walmart without kids?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How nice would that be?
Yeah. You're without kids, they're without devices. Everybody wins.
Everybody wins. Yeah. Well, I thought I would go over the Cookeville Police Department posted this. Fireworks in the city, like when they can be shot off at your home. Mm-hmm. It's permitted July 1st through July 5th, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. So your cutoff is 10 p.m.
That's plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Now, on July 4th, it's 9 a.m. to midnight.
I agree with that.
But there are some people
plenty of time
in the city around my neighborhood that keeps shooting them off past 9 and 10.
Well,
I think 9 p.m. should be
it's not dark till 9, Sheila. You can't even see fireworks.
When you wake me up, I become an old lady.
Oh, well, you don't become one.
Hey,
I
still got a few more years before I'm old.
Hey.
Shoot, old ain't what it used to be.
Yeah. Well, Sheila, that's all I've got for a few things you need to know.
Well, all right. That's all I got.
All right, then. Well, what about your 2 cents?
What about it?
It's brought to you by Freedom Pond. That's at 49 Mayberry Street
in Sparta. All right. What is a movie line delivered so flawlessly that line deserves its own Oscar? Name the line in the movie, please, because we may not know all the lines that you're talking about.
Well, bye, Tombstone.
There's a lot of Tombstone lines on there.
Tombstone's great.
The Huckleberry line and all that.
Huckleberry.
Yeah. It's the way they say it, too. That Tombstone is such a good movie.
Yeah, and it's somehow always on, too. It's like a blanket.
That and Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, it's always on.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, I don't know.
And you think, I've seen it enough, I'm not going to get hooked on it again. But then
there you are.
Right in there with
Somehow,
it again.
Tombstone's one of those movies.
It's all those actors, too.
Yeah.
You love all those actors. So that's what line was delivered so flawlessly, it deserves its own Oscar. May not be an Oscar-winning movie, but some of the lines...
Well, I got to be honest, most of the movies I've liked aren't Oscar-winning movies.
Right. And like some of the Bruce Willis lines, I think the way he delivers stuff.
Oh, yeah, he was perfect at that. That was good stuff. All right, head on over to our Facebook page, whether that's Good Morning Cookeville on Facebook or... where else you have it, Sheila?
Hub Plus.
Well, Jason and Sheila.
I don't have the question on Hub Plus. Never mind.
You'll find
but like that anyway.
You'll find it on there.
Because we stream there.
It's all on the Facebooks.
It's on Good Morning Cookeville.
Okay.
And Jason and Sheila.
All right. Okay. We'll be right back. It's Good Morning Cookeville live here in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by our friends at Elevate Real Estate. We'll be right back.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila with you in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Elijah over there does these little video podcast type things and puts them on Facebook.
Does a good job.
I mean, real informative. If you're in the market of buying and selling houses or whatever, and man, real smart. Good stuff from him. So head on over and find them on Facebook, Elevate Real Estate.
In other words, you can learn something.
You can. It's 6:17 now.
And our guest today will be Lakeisha Starks. She is an outreach coordinator with Oxford House of Tennessee, and we'll find out about a fundraiser that they're doing. Also, Sam Davison and Adam Warren of the Bend Church, they're doing something for our veterans, and we'll find out about them and what they're doing at 7:30 this morning.
Sounds great.
Your 2 cents is brought to you by Freedom Pawn, Mayberry Street in Sparta. They are your guns and ammo store. They're the best pawn shop around because they've got a little bit of everything, and it's always clean and just, like guitars, tools.
Marty McFly on his Facebook page, he does afternoons on the Country Giant, and he put on his Facebook page, it's a panoramic of the vault where the guns are, and
it's impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, go find Marty McFly on Facebook and see that picture. It's ridiculous.
It's great.
Yeah.
Your 2 cents. What is a movie line delivered so flawlessly that it deserves its own Oscar? Put the line and the movie.
When Pluto Blutarski says food fight in Animal House.
Yeah. The way he delivers that line, he meant it.
He meant it.
He was like, let's get this.
Fight.
That scene was fun.
Oh, gosh.
To film. Russell said, I'm your Huckleberry.
Oh,
Tombstone.
Yeah,
we got
good.
a lot of those. All right. Greg, Shawshank Redemption. Get busy living or get busy dying. But I can't say it like Morgan Freeman. Yeah. Anything Morgan Freeman delivers just deserves an Oscar because he does it so good.
He's just good at saying words, ain't he? Yeah.
And Tex did the I'm your Huckleberry too. Tombstone. Right turn, Clyde.
I don't know that
one. And see.
Right turn, Clyde.
And he didn't put the movie.
Oh, well, shoot.
Those are the ones that I wanted him to put the movie on that we didn't know because I know we wouldn't know all of them. Another Shawshank with Get Busy Living or Get Busy Dying. Now, I know this one. Steve didn't put the movie on it, but we're going to need a bigger boat.
Yeah.
Jaws.
I still haven't made it to that part of the movie.
The way he says that, though, that actor was so great. I really think he made that movie more than the
I'm
shark
going to
did.
commit to watching the end of Jaws. I think I've only made it halfway
Kind of
through.
middle ways, I guess.
Oh, I haven't made it halfway through then.
Tisha said, if you're a bird, I'm a bird. The Notebook.
Never seen The Notebook.
You never will. You've probably seen this one.
What?
Tawanda! Fried green tomatoes?
Never seen fried green
you'd like
tomatoes.
fried
I don't like eating fried green tomatoes. I'm positive I wouldn't like seeing.
But it's a great Southern movie.
Oh
my gosh.
I'm out.
Steve.
Looks like a tear jerker.
It could be. I don't cry in it like I do Steel Magnolias.
Yeah.
But
that's another one. My colors are blush and bashful.
well, how come you've seen that one?
Well, because that's got Julia Roberts in it.
So you're just watching for Julia. What did you like the movie?
Yeah, it was good.
It was a tearjerker and a half.
Yeah, but only like the one part was.
And then they made you laugh.
Yeah, then it was,
That's why that movie's perfect.
Right. When they said that woman looked like two pigs fighting under a blanket, that's the funniest thing I'd ever
There's
heard.
a lot of great lines in that movie.
Oh, it's full of great lines.
Yes. Well, I can't say the one that's my favorite when they're at that cake and then Tom Skerritt says, everybody needs a good piece because she cut off the rear end of the armadillo cake.
Right.
Y'all just have to watch it if you don't know what I'm talking about. Steve said, you see anything tiny? The next line is it. A polar bear fell on me from Roadhouse. I don't remember that. I remember Roadhouse, but I don't remember that line. Do you?
No, I don't.
It's probably something that, I don't know. Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Oh, yeah. I figured that one would get in there.
Dirty Dancing. If you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. Thumper.
Oh,
on Bambi.
Bambi. Yeah, yeah.
I'll be back. The Terminator.
Yeah. Oh, I got one. You can't handle the truth.
Oh, Jack Nicholson.
That was a great line.
See, I remember.
You want the truth?
I forget the movie it comes from, though.
Few Good Men.
Few Good Men.
Yeah.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Oh, Sandlot.
Sandlot.
That's a great one. Yeah.
Mama says alligators are angry because they got all those teeth and no toothbrush.
That's the water boy.
Yeah. It's like Johnny Ferguson said that one.
It's his Amdula Amblangata. There you go, Johnny. That was for you, buddy.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Are you going to put those pistols? You going to pull those pistols or whistle Dixie? Clint Eastwood, outlaw Josie Wells.
I've seen that, but I don't remember that line exactly.
Clint does a lot of good lines too.
Yeah, there's not a lot of caddy. I figured there'd be more Caddyshack. Like be the ball. No.
Connie said you can't handle the truth. Few Good Men. Somebody put I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is.
Oh, Forrest Gump. You know what? I figured there'd be a lot of, because that movie's so long, and
you hate it.
I don't hate it. I just don't like it.
You've never seen it.
It's a long movie.
Scott, Cool Hand Luke. Gosh, that's one of my favorite movies. What we have here is a failure to communicate.
Oh, yeah, that's great. And then he made it on Guns N' Roses.
Yeah. And then, frankly, my dear, that's what Cindy said.
Oh,
That's from Gone with
yeah.
the Wind.
That's a good one, too.
Yippee-ki-yay! Die
That's a
Hard.
Bruce Willis
There
for
you
you.
go. That's the
Yeah.
one I was trying to think of. I hate rude behavior in a man. I won't tolerate it. Captain Woodrow F. Call.
I have no idea.
Houston, we have a problem. Apollo 13. That was Landon. Hey, Landon, shout out.
Yeah.
And then Kim said, go ahead. Make my day.
Oh, great one.
Dirty Harry, Clint Eastwood.
Absolutely. Clint Eastwood's got a bunch of good ones.
I love this movie too. Lynn, thank you for bringing it up. Oh, brother, where art thou? She done run off. Thanks, Lynn. I think she just wanted me to hear me say that. She done run off. It was good. Of course it's Pete. Look at him. They thought Pete in Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou? Thou changed into a frog.
Ah.
And then to me, I kept running that back laughing. And Tim goes, why is that so funny to you? I go, he's holding up a frog and said, of course it's Pete. Look at him.
You're easily entertained.
I wasn't even drinking then.
Oh, wow. Are you drinking now?
No.
Okay.
I might want to, though. But I'm not.
Okay, good.
It's not personal, Sonny. It's strictly business. Michael from The Godfather. Yeah, Victor. You had me at hello, Jerry Maguire.
Oh, geez.
Thank you.
Well, then there's the other one, too, from Jerry Maguire. Show me the money.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, that was too big. I mean, everybody
had great lines.
Well, no, but everybody was saying that.
They
when that
were.
movie
Show
came.
me the money.
Show me the money. I mean, how many
Cuba
times?
Gooding Jr. said that one.
And then had me at hello. Come on.
And the way little, what's her face says it? What's her name? She was married to Kenny Chesney.
Renee Zellweger.
Renee Zellweger. There you go. That's good.
Thanks,
All right.
Sheila.
Oh, somebody did a Casablanca. If you don't get on that plane, you'll regret it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life. Humphrey Bogart, Casablanca.
Every time we do something like this, or some movie or TV or something, especially movies, it really disturbs me because I haven't seen any of these movies.
Because you put a block on if they're dramas. You think they're girl movies.
That's not true.
Yeah, it
I
is.
watch a lot of drama. I do.
You want funny movies.
I like funnier movies better.
Let's fess up.
But I mean, like all these, oh man, that's a classic. Can't believe you hadn't seen Jaws.
I can't believe you haven't seen Casablanca.
Star Wars. Can't believe you hadn't seen. I mean, it's all these. I can't
Casablanca.
believe.
Humphrey Bogart's a real man.
Yeah, but it's really old.
But I love those black
Well,
and white
you're
movies.
really old. Oh, I'm sorry.
I wasn't around when that was made. I would go back and find these. We used to. We got out of the habit. But Tim and I, like real early on the weekends, we'd watch black and white movies. That was our date time.
Donna got
when
me
we first
watching
got married.
the old Elvis movies, and I didn't think that I would find them fun or anything.
You can't help but love Elvis, really.
But you know what? They're short.
Right.
You know, they're like an hour and 20.
And really, he's entertaining, is he
Yeah,
not?
right.
And he's always got pretty women around him, so of course you like
Yeah,
them.
it was. They were fun little movies, and then she got me watching some sort of Frankie Valli movie, and well, I just got to tell you that wouldn't fly in today's world. Those beach blanket bingo.
Yeah.
Nope.
It sounds sexist, some of the things they say.
All of it.
All of it.
All of it. Yeah.
All of it, Sheila.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in so long, I don't remember.
You go back and watch it through today's lens.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, holy smokes.
I like watching some of the old commercials. Like I've been in a rabbit hole on YouTube before, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
When she wants to clean the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this sounds, because you don't realize how much times change until you go back and
That's
see some
right.
of those.
Yeah.
This little lady likes her cleaning. It's funny.
Yeah. But when you go back and watch some of those older movies, like, oh my gosh. Man, it was a crazy time back then.
It's kind of like how all y'all are at the radio station.
What do you mean?
All the guys picking.
That is not true, Sheila.
You know I like it.
We don't do that. We're upstanding people.
So am I.
And you know it.
And you know it.
Are you done with all that, Sheila?
Yeah, I've probably got a
Okay.
few more, but
All right. Well, coming up, we've got Spoiler Alert. That's on the way. It's the latest in the world of entertainment and music. That's coming up, so stay tuned. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with us, guys. We'll be right back.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root. General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. Are you tired of having to wait at a dealership to get your car serviced? Well, then you're going to love Ford Mobile Service from Ford of Cookeville. From oil changes and tire rotations to simple repairs, our certified technicians will do their thing right in your own driveway thanks to our state-of-the-art mobile service van. Let us come to you. Schedule your Ford Mobile Service now at FordLincolnofCookeville.com or give us a call at 931-526-3325. Terms and conditions apply. See deal for details.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Foglight Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Reports. Cooper Flagg was drafted number 1 overall last night to the Dallas Mavericks in the NBA draft. Flagg played 1 season at Duke and averaged 19.4 points, 7.5 rebounds, and just over 4 assists as the Blue Devils made the Final Four. He won't turn 19 until December and joins Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving with the Mavericks. 2 through 5 in the NBA draft were Dylan Harper to the Spurs. The 76ers took VJ Edgecombe. Charlotte selected Con Knippel, and the Utah Jazz took Ace Bailey. Both Rutgers and Duke had 2 players each selected in the top 5. Ronald Acuna Jr. announced yesterday on SportsCenter that he will take part in this year's Home Run Derby in Atlanta during the All-Star break. It'll be the 3rd time Acuna has competed in the Derby. He fell to Pete Alonso in 2019 and 2022. The Braves slugger will compete on July 14th. The Braves fell to the Mets last night 7-3 and will look to win the 4-game set tonight. Yankees beat the Reds 7-1. Cubs shut out the Cardinals 8-0. Astros topped the Phillies 2-0. And the Athletics beat the Tigers 3-0. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:32 now.
High's going to be 93. I'm thinking it might even get hotter.
No, are you a meteorologist now, Sheila?
No, I never claimed to be.
Yeah,
but I'm just telling you, when you get in your car, it's going to be saying 100.
Well, on the pavement for sure.
Oh, my goodness. Speaking of which, I keep reminding y'all about your little dogs. Since we wear shoes, you don't think about how hot that pavement is on your dogs. I know a lot of you walk your dogs on pavement. Walk them in the grass, because that pavement can burn their little toes.
Don't they make little shoes for dogs?
Yes. Tim's already gotten on to me.
Have you ordered shoes for your dog?
I haven't, and I wasn't going to, but he's afraid I'm going to. He goes, no dog likes shoes.
That sounds like a Sheila thing to do.
But I haven't yet.
I think that's the key word in this.
I think she'd kick them off. Or she likes to chew on things. She would chew them shoes off.
All right. Spoiler alert time. Things going on in the world of entertainment and music. Heidi Klum's going to be on Jimmy Kimmel tonight, so there's a reason to watch that.
Does she just not get any older?
I don't know.
You have not noticed?
I don't know if she gets any older or not.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, she still looks great and has looked the same for like 30 years.
Yeah. Well, it's like, when she used to be a judge on America's Got Talent. Now they've got Mel B on there. And Mel B does fine.
I like her personality.
Spice Girl. She's all right.
But that Heidi Klum.
But there was something special about Sofia Vergara and Heidi Klum sitting side by side.
Yes.
And they
That's
said,
2 of the most beautiful women.
Yeah, let's go to the judges. Yes, let's do that.
Let's do that. And they have great personalities, too. I know you don't care about that, but they do.
Gosh, Sheila, you're making me out to be some sort of pig.
I like Jenny McCarthy, too, that's on that other one we like.
The Masked Singer. Yeah.
She figures out those clues. Yeah. She's pretty smart.
And then one of our favorite actresses is going to be on Seth Meyers, Mariska Hargitay.
I do like her.
It's
fun to say. Everybody say it together.
No,
Mariska Hargitay.
On regular TV tonight, CMA Fest is on ABC.
Oh, Oh, I
So you
didn't
can
realize
watch
it was
that.
time.
Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage on
Mm-hmm.
CBS, along with Matlock and Elsbeth. On Fox, Bob's Burgers, Grimmsburg, and The Family Guy. Also, The Great North is on there. NBC's got Transplant, a couple of Law and Orders as well after that. New to stream on Peacock, Season 1, Nellie and Ashante. We Belong Together.
I like them together.
You know,
Did you know she just recently had a little baby that was his?
yeah. Here's the thing. They look like they actually
Like each other.
yeah. I mean, it looks like a healthy relationship.
They look like they just stepped out of their junior prom.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I didn't think either one of them would be capable of a healthy relationship.
You know, I hadn't thought about it, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
But yet somehow they
work.
They found each
And I
other.
want them to continue to work.
I do too.
Yeah,
you know,
I think they're real cute together.
I'm rooting for Nellie as an alumni from the
Putnam County Sheriff's
jail.
Department.
Yeah.
He passed through here and got
I
arrested.
feel
Y'all
like
remember that?
I feel like he's got those Cookeville ties.
Yeah.
And
yeah. It's like,
we should root for him now.
well,
you know.
buddy, just don't bring that stuff through here.
Hey, you know what? I don't know if you noticed, but after
It straightened him out.
it straightened him out after that.
Eddie Ferris got a hold
Eddie
of him.
Ferris got a hold of him.
He's like, boy, let me talk
Nellie.
to you a little bit.
Nellie, let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you. You're talented.
Yeah.
Let's not ruin it.
We'll both go.
We'll
down-
both go to
down-
rehab.
We're down Oak Street in a Range Rover. We will. You straighten up. Butchers of L.A., that's on AMC Plus and Sundance Now. That's a series premiere. And Good Ship Murder is on BritBox if you're treasonous and have that
Treasonous. Listen to you.
downloaded here at the 4th of July and you're out there watching BritBox. Come on.
Come on, America.
Kim Kardashian is going to play the villain in Amazon MGM's live action Bratz movie.
Oh, she's going to be in Bratz.
Of course.
Of course.
You know,
That fits.
she's going to do good at that.
Is she just going to be a voice? Is it like that?
No, it's a live action. So she'll be an actual, because, you know, she's been doing some actressing.
Yeah, some actressing.
She's been doing some,
And, you know, she hadn't been bad. It's not like Oscar winner, but
Yeah.
she hasn't done bad. She's tried.
I mean, she got discovered doing some film work, if you know what I mean. But now, you know, it's
Actual film
it's
work.
a different film work now. So, but I think she'll do good at that.
Yeah. I don't dislike Kim.
I don't.
It's just that
I don't.
their 15 minutes of fame
Has
were
lasted
up,
forever.
like
Yeah.
20 years ago, but
Dune director Denis Villeneuve
sure.
will helm the next James Bond film.
That's never going to end either.
No word yet on who will be the next 007. It's me.
It's you.
It's me. I'm going to be the next 007.
You're going to base yours off of the Sean Connery 007?
Yes, Sheila. I will. Daisy Edgar Jones will star in a remake of Sense and Sensibility based on the Jane Austen classic. That's another movie I've never seen.
I've never seen that either.
It's even too weird for you then.
I don't like a lot of the period pieces. I tried to get into the Gilded Age because I like some of the actors on that.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't, y'all.
Like when you say period pieces, is there a certain like one that because you like Westerns?
They're not my favorite, but I like Tombstone. It's like, I don't
Yeah.
know. It's got to be a certain type
And
of
you've
Western.
never watched Vikings, any of the Viking stuff yet, have you? You tried and you didn't like it? Did Tim like it?
He liked it better than I did, but
Can't believe you didn't like it, Sheila. It's quality. That is quality entertainment. There's a TV series based on Young Frankenstein. It's in development at FX. The project is currently titled Very Young Frankenstein.
do we not have any creativity anymore? What's happening to this young age?
What should we call it? How about...
what about very young Frankenstein?
Have we thought about even younger Frankenstein? Nah, let's do very
All
young.
kidding beside that, like aside, that's like Young Frankenstein is like that. That's how they know what it's about to call it that. But still, it is funny.
You know about the Liver King, right? Brian Johnson. Have you watched anything about the Liver King?
No.
Okay. Well, so he's a social media influencer,
And he calls himself the Liver King?
yeah. So, and it's all about diet and eating meat and living off the land and
All right.
and stuff like that. And there's even there's a documentary about him out right now too.
Is he look real pale?
No, he's super like almost he's reddish tan, big muscles.
Would I like him?
I don't know if you would or not, but
I like that Bear Grylls.
this guy got arrested in Austin on a charge of making a terroristic threat after posting a video to Instagram in which he challenged Joe Rogan to a physical fight.
Now, I do remember something like that. And I was thinking, boy, who's challenging Joe Rogan? It's not like he's a little dude. He looks pretty buff.
He said, Joe Rogan, I'm calling you out. My name's Liver King, man to man. I'm picking a fight with you. I have no training in jiu-jitsu, which Joe Rogan does. He's a black belt. He said, you should dismantle me, but I'm picking a fight with you. Your rules. I'll come to you whenever you're ready. Now,
He's on drugs.
No, he's not on drugs.
So does meat make you crazy? I mean, I'm on meat. That explains a lot.
Austin police obtained a warrant after verifying threats and finding Johnson en route to Joe Rogan's city.
Good grief.
They took him in custody at the Four Seasons Hotel without incident.
I wonder what Joe thought of this.
Well, he was probably just, I don't know, that sounds just like dudes being dudes to me.
Liver dude sounds like he's a little crazy.
That doesn't sound like a terroristic threat.
Yeah. But see, terrorists.
It sounds to me like some old boy. I mean,
before all this crazy other country stuff, a terrorist threat was terrorizing anybody or any place.
Yeah, I guess.
I
don't know, but
I don't think he was terrorizing Joe.
No, I
don't think Joe was even scared.
I doubt Joe Rogan was scared about it.
No.
Black belt in jiu-jitsu and he works out all the time.
I can't explain why I like Joe Rogan.
Because he's cool.
I mean, I just think he's
a dude's dude.
He's like all the guys that I know around here.
Yeah, he's just a dude's dude.
Sometimes he gets a little crazy and flies off the handle with his mouth.
If you want to watch something fun, he just did a podcast with Bernie Sanders. Woo. It is.
I bet that would be entertaining.
It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just really fantastic.
He's really a good interviewer.
He really is. Well, he's inquisitive.
Yeah.
You know.
Jason, do that again.
What?
Put the camera on me. This is Jason. He's inquisitive.
Well, he is. He's inquisitive. Diddy's odds of walking free are going up.
Going up?
Late on Tuesday, prosecutors announced they are no longer pursuing charges of attempted arson and kidnapping against Diddy. Feds previously floated theories about how the mogul mastermind a Molotov cocktail left in Kid Cudi's car and may have forced
Kid Cudi?
Yeah, we've been through this, Sheila.
It just
that was a month ago in this saga.
Yeah, but it keeps being brought up, and I'm shocked.
I know it's been a long time.
I remember you saying it, but I guess because his name is Kid.
Just because the charges are being dropped doesn't mean that prosecutors are saying he's innocent. It's more likely that they've determined they don't have enough evidence for a jury to decide to convict beyond a reasonable doubt. He's not in the clear, though, at least not yet. He still faces racketeering conspiracy count, which includes 6 other acts: bribery, witness tampering, forced labor, and the possession and distribution of drugs. And for what it's worth, the defense team and even Diddy himself has seemingly signaled their optimism about the case will be decided in their favor. The lawyer spent 30 minutes on their entire side of the case, and he seemed to be in good spirits while interacting with the judges. So
he's trying to charm them.
If Diddy walks free in all of this, how crazy would that be?
No comment.
Because it seemed like they had a mountain of charges and evidence against him.
But what you just read was a long list of what they still had,
Yeah.
barring them throwing out that other.
Right, but we'll see what the jury, it's all up to the jury, and they hope to have it, they said, by Friday. We may know Diddy's
Tomorrow.
fate tomorrow. And then we can finally quit talking about it.
But I mean, just the video alone of the way he was kicking and beating Cassie.
Yeah.
He's not a good guy.
Oh, no, he's not a
He's
good
a
guy.
bad person.
But, we'll see. Congratulations to Cooper Flagg. He was a forward for Duke, and he was the number 1 pick in the NBA draft last night. And just so you know, since he did play for Duke, yes, he does look like you want to punch him in the face. I don't know what it is about Duke players. They're all good, but
Jason's sentiments are, it's not all the management agrees to this.
Well, no one agrees.
It's just Jason's opinion.
When you watch Duke play basketball, almost every
all of them look like smart Alex.
They've at least got one guy on there that you're like, well, I'd like to punch him in the face.
Stop! Don't make terroristic threats.
Oh, that's right. Oh man, I take that back.
Yeah.
Anyway, congratulations to Cooper Flagg and your non-punchable face. Coming up, we've got the real good couple of stories that are positive and uplifting. Also, Ask Jason, which I'm not doing good.
You do a better job at keeping up with the numbers.
I am doing terrible. I'm at 5.
I thought it was more than that. Wasn't it 7?
No, I doubt it's 7.
You don't know either for sure.
1, 3, 4, 5. Got 2 yesterday. 5.
Look at me thinking you done better.
No, I didn't. So we'll get into that. That's all next here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with us. We'll be right back.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Thursday morning forecast. Hot and humid conditions continue today. Skies will be mostly sunny through this afternoon with a slight chance of pop-up thunderstorms. 1 or 2 storms today could be strong with gusty winds and hail. Highs will top out in lower 90s. A heat advisory remains in effect through tomorrow. Heat index values could be as high as 105 in some spots. Overnight, we'll see mostly cloudy skies with a low chance of a shower or storm. Lows will be in the lower 70s. We'll see a better chance of scattered afternoon thunderstorms Friday. Highs will top out around 90. Rain and storm chances will increase for both Saturday and Sunday. Highs will be in the upper 80s with overnight lows in the lower 70s. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
It's 107.7 Grace FM.
And Hub Plus on your Roku app.
And it's Red, White, and Boom on the 4th of July. And we're excited to again be the official radio partner of Red, White, and Boom, the largest event in the region and still on the largest radio stations in the region.
Did you know this is the 11th annual Red, White, and Boom? Not to mention, it's the second biggest 4th of July fireworks show in the state of Tennessee. This will be at the original Putnam County Fairgrounds on Jefferson Avenue. And this will be the biggest Red, White, and Boom ever.
Plus live music with Slippery When Wet, America's best Bon Jovi tribute band, plus food trucks, a vendor market, the U.S. military, and family-friendly events going on as we count down to the fireworks on America's birthday.
And you can hear this year's fireworks soundtrack exclusively on your hometown favorites. 94.7, The Country Giant, and 98.5, KISS FM. And you can watch all the action on Hub Plus on your Roku app.
And don't forget, as always, it's coming up Friday, July 4th.
And we want you and your family there.
It's right here with Better Cookeville, Cookeville Communications, and 107.7 Grace FM, and on Hub Plus on your Roku app.
Happy 4th of July.
Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 6:49.
Well, our guest this morning will be Lakeisha Starks. I was like, what is that last name? Lakeisha Starks. She's outreach coordinator with Oxford House of Tennessee.
Okay.
They are a rehabilitation center. Recovery center. And we'll find out a little bit more about them. Obviously, I do not know as much as I should about that, but they've got a fundraiser coming up Saturday, and we'll talk about that. Then there's a veterans event that the Ben Church is putting on.
Okay.
So we'll have Scott Davison and Adam Warren in here to talk to us at 7:30.
All right. Sounds good. We'll get to all that after 7 here, so we hope you hang out with us. Every day, me and Sheila, we go through a bunch of news stories, and we try to find some that's positive and uplifting, and we call it
The Real Good.
In Parker, Colorado, a foster dog named Carl found himself in a little bit of trouble after wandering away from his home over the weekend, and then he got stuck in a trench near a construction site. Carl, what have we told you about going to construction sites?
He's like, well, there were people there. And
Yeah.
they fed me and they petted me.
On Monday, South Metro Fire Rescue and the Douglas County Sheriff's Office Animal Control Unit responded to reports of a trapped dog. Sure enough, that's old Carl down there. A team of heroes jumped into action. There were firefighters, animal control staff, and even construction workers who used equipment to move excess dirt away from the trench to clear the way for first
Carl.
responders.
Oh, I thought it was like, clear the way for Carl.
It was a full-on rescue mission, and thanks to their hard work and imagination, Carl was brought to the surface. By the time he was out of the trench, the pup was a bit dehydrated, but after an exam at a nearby veterinary emergency room, Carl was back to normal and returned to his foster family.
I love Carl.
I'm sure Carl is a fine dog, but I think we know now why he's in a foster family situation.
You think he escapes a lot?
Yeah.
Some dogs, though, I've noticed this, want to go where there's more people.
Yeah.
Because we would always have those dogs on the school ground.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be like, oh, I hear kids playing. Let me go and play with the kids.
Yeah.
They couldn't resist.
Could you imagine? I bet there was just ladies everywhere swooning over that. Firemen and
construction workers.
Construction workers. Oh,
I was thinking of it in my head, to be honest.
I knew you were. Thanks to a donation from the Missouri Parks Association, people with mobility challenges will be able to hit the trails at Missouri State Parks with action track chairs. The all-terrain track chairs are rugged off-road tank-like wheelchairs that are now available for use free of charge at 6 parks across the state.
I love those chairs. I
Yeah.
just think it's great. And they really do look cool. They've got those big time wheels
Oh,
on
they're
it.
not wheels. They're on tracks. Like
Is
a
that
tank.
what it?
Yeah.
But it looks like,
Oh,
boom,
yeah.
they could get through anything. And can
yeah.
you imagine not being able to get to certain
Mhm.
things, and then all of a sudden you're able to see what
Right.
everybody else sees, and
And
you've
I-
been left out.
And I think you're able in those, and some of them, you're able to get to where you're more stood up as
Mhm.
well.
Yes.
So it doesn't feel like you're sitting all the time.
I bet that just feels awesome.
Chris Furch, a park superintendent, said the machines give people a sense of freedom and admits he was amazed when he first saw what they're able to do on rocky paths and forest trails. They're really great. We had a fella in not too long ago, and he takes veterans on hikes and things like that, and he has one of those.
Corey Watson from Cross the Divide.
Yeah, Cross the Divide. That's it. And he has one of those available for veterans as well. So
Yeah.
really cool deal. Anyway, to Carl, the foster dog, and all those rugged, probably shirtless men
What are you trying to do?
that helped old Carl out of the trench. Also to the Missouri Parks Association. Y'all are real good. All right, Sheila, let's get to today's Ask Jason.
Ask Jason. He's gotten 5 right for the week.
Terrible.
You're going to do good today because this is about summer.
Oh, okay.
Summer feels like summer. During an average summer, Jason, Americans consume more than 12 billion of these.
Okay, that one's hot dogs.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, that's the stat that gets put out every summer. Oh, Americans eat whatever hot dogs.
And
yeah.
4th of July that's coming
Yeah.
up. I bet a lot of those are on 4th.
Yeah, I like a hot dog, but I only like a grilled hot dog.
Yeah, it's just not. I mean, I'll eat the other, but
Yeah,
when
I
you
will-
grill it and burn it a little,
Yeah, if there's a little
my
crisp,
favorite dog.
a little crisp on it,
Yes,
makes it so much better.
I want one right now. Talking about
I'd
that.
take a grilled hot dog.
About 39% of kids who attend summer camp this year will do this. What is it?
I'd say get sick.
You're close. It's not actually get sick, but they can run into something and
Like a tick, snake bite.
no. Think of something else in the woods, but it's not an animal.
Something else in the woods, but it's not an animal that kids get into.
Exactly.
I'm going to say poison ivy.
Yes. I knew you'd do good today. You're at 7.
All right. Oh, it's a comeback.
Yes, I knew you'd do
All
it.
right.
No, you do it.
Okay,
All
here
right,
we
the
go.
last question,
All
which
right.
I know he's going to
Okay,
get.
here we go.
1 in 5 adults will do this over the summer. I'm sorry, I just looked at the answer. 1 in 5 adults will do this over the summer. What is it?
1 in 5 adults.
Yeah.
And it must be very entertaining.
Yeah.
You sure are giggling a lot about it, Sheila.
I'm just gonna say it has to do with the swimming pool.
1 in 5 adults will do this in the swimming pool.
In the swimming pool. I mean, come on, y'all.
Pee in the swimming pool.
That's it. You got all 8. I mean, you got to 8. You got all 3.
Yeah. Well, people ought not to pee in the pool.
But I was like, but it's 1 in 5. I'm like,
That's still a huge amount. 1 in 5. So if you're at a public pool and there's at least 5 adults in there, one of them is taking a leak in it right then.
and then you're in it.
I mean, on average, anyway. I mean,
I know it's got chlorine, but still.
yeah.
Ugh.
Well, it's like, did you ever watch Grown Ups, the movie Grown Ups?
Yes.
When all the guys are in the pool.
I'll need to see that movie again. It's been a while
And they've
since
got
but
that
it's so
dye
funny.
in there.
Yes.
I've never been in one that had the dye.
That'll tell on you right quick.
Well, I don't know. I think that might be a trick.
You think?
Yeah. I don't, because I mean, I've never seen one in real life.
My mom has.
How did she learn about it? Did she pee in the pool?
No, it was one of the kids did.
One of the kids did.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't think my mama would.
Sure, Sheila's mama.
She's not like
It
me.
was one of the kids.
She's sweet. She's not as boisterous as me.
Yeah. The dog did it. Yeah.
I don't think I want to pee in a pool either.
Have you ever done it?
Peed in the pool?
Yeah.
Well, I don't swim.
No, but you can get in there, float around and stuff, mess around.
No,
Never.
never.
That's interesting.
I may have peed in a lake.
Well, everybody's peed in the lake.
Interesting. So you've peed in the pool.
Of course.
Because he's like, interesting. You've never done it.
Well, I just think it was one of those things that everybody did.
Maybe my mama told me that story because it always made me afraid. Do they have that colored stuff in it? And I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
What's
bad.
funny, at the beach, you can tell, like, when a dude runs into the ocean and he's acting like he's playing, then he stands still for a little bit. You're like, that guy's peeing in the ocean right now. Every guy does.
That's funny.
Every guy does it.
You're like, he's standing still.
Yeah, yeah. He runs.
You don't know how to cover it up
in
very
the
well.
ocean. I played in the ocean. All right, time to go back to my chair.
That's hilarious.
As you can tell just by watching them, every guy does it. All right, stick with us. We got some great guests coming up here after 7.
Well, Keisha Starks from Outreach. She's Outreach Coordinator of Oxford House of Tennessee. We'll find out more about that. And then from the Bend Church, we have a couple of guests coming in at 7:30.
All All right, stick with us, guys. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Hang out. We'll be right back.
TRN News.
In Memphis, the man accused of stalking and attempting to kidnap Mayor Paul Young may have been targeting other officials as well. A judge revealed Tuesday that police found a list in Trenton Abston's storage unit, including the names of at least 5 elected or appointed leaders, along with their spouses and their children. Abston allegedly jumped a wall into the mayor's gated community earlier this month, carrying a taser, wearing gloves, and ringing the doorbell. The mayor did not answer. Abston's bond has now been raised to $2 million. Meanwhile, in Nashville, Taylor Swift surprised fans Tuesday night with an impromptu performance at the Tight End University benefit concert, honoring NFL players hosting a training camp in Music City. Swift took the stage alongside Kane Brown and performed Shake It Off, joking that her band had learned the song just minutes beforehand. It marked her first public performance since the end of her Eras tour. I'm Travis Laird.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
Back in high school, that's when I started smoking. Almost everybody in our crowd did. We'd go to parties, feel awkward, and cigarettes became an easy way to deal with that. But high school was ages ago, and I still smoke. It's not like I haven't tried to quit. I tried after college, then when I hit 30. Now, I have another big birthday coming up this year. I'd love to be done forever with smoking by then.
Most people say they want to quit smoking, but it's not easy. It usually takes several tries before you quit for good. So stop thinking you're a failure, because what you really are is just a normal human being up against a very addictive product. Visit quitterinyou.org or call 1-800-LUNG-USA for tools, tips, and support from the American Lung Association. We support the quitter in you.
Back in the day, smoking was in. Now, quitting is. So much better.
The city of Clarksville is one step closer to finalizing its budget for fiscal year 2026. After a failed vote last week, the city council approved a revised spending plan Tuesday night by a 7-5 margin. The latest version reduces a proposed 15-cent property tax increase to just 4%. To offset costs, council members cut all new hires across city departments except for 16 positions in police and fire, which were restored to support public safety as the city continues to grow. The council also voted to defund the $52 million Frosty Morn project, a proposal to develop low-income housing for seniors. The final budget vote is set for Thursday. Meanwhile, in federal court, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, the man illegally deported to a prison in El Salvador, has been granted release terms in his human smuggling case. A judge ruled that he could be freed on his own recognizance, but he'll remain in ICE custody for now. Conditions include home detention, location monitoring, and random drug testing. Defense attorneys are asking he be held near Tennessee to preserve his right to counsel. I'm Travis Laird, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The DeKalb County Commission on Monday voted to purchase more than 70 acres on Smith Road for the future home of the new jail. WJLE Smithville reporting that the approved motion stipulates not spending more than $1.8 million on the property. Also approved a motion to issue a 12-year note not to exceed $35 million to build the facility. Despite complaints from nearby property owners, the Cookeville Planning Commission approved a rezoning request Monday for a new subdivision on Bill Smith Road. Developer Donnie Meadows owns the 3.68 acres. According to a Herald Citizen article, he plans to construct 16 houses on the property. The rezoning will next proceed to consideration by the Cookeville City Council. Cookeville Community Cares has opened a cooling shelter during hours of extreme heat this week. The shelter will operate at the United Church of Cookeville until at least June 27th from noon until 7 p.m. daily. With the shelter opening, the organization has asked for donations of bottled water, bags of ice, sunscreen, and battery-powered personal cooling fans. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Thursday morning forecast. Hot and humid conditions continue today. Skies will be mostly sunny through this afternoon with a slight chance of pop-up thunderstorms. One or two storms today could be strong with gusty winds and hail. Highs will top out in lower 90s. A heat advisory remains in effect through tomorrow. Heat index values could be as high as 105 in some spots. Overnight, we'll see mostly cloudy skies with low chance of a shower or storm. Lows will be in the lower 70s. We'll see a better chance of scattered afternoon thunderstorms Friday. Highs will top out around 90. Rain and storm chances will increase for both Saturday and Sunday. Highs will be in the upper 80s with overnight lows in the lower 70s. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's the place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 7:07.
Well, we're going to be talking about Oxford House of Tennessee, Chapter 26, right here in Cookeville. And Lakeisha Starks is the outreach coordinator. And, you know, I'm going to be honest, I haven't heard much about Oxford House.
Yeah,
so kind of tell us
same.
what it is.
Well, great. I always love the opportunity to tell people about it. So we're actually celebrating our 50th anniversary this year. The first house of Oxford House opened back in 1975 in Silver Springs, Maryland.
Okay.
Since then, we have grew to over 4,000 houses across the country. Actually,
Wow.
we're in 7 different countries.
Oh, wow.
And what kind of sets us apart from other, sober living entities or halfway houses is that we're peer ran, democratically ran, self-supporting. So we do not have any kind of house managers or any kind of staff or anything that live in the houses. The houses run themselves.
Oh, so are there people who've maybe been in recovery a little bit longer, and so you mix people in together that can help each other?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. We have people that have long-term recovery that live in Oxford House, and then we have people that only have maybe one day clean. and
Oh,
sober.
wow.
Yes.
And then so Oxford House then depends on the person who's been in recovery a while to mentor.
Well,
Is that how that works? Or
it's
am I
not
off
that we
the
really depend on them to do that. Each house has officer positions, and One of those is a president's position, which is like a leadership position. We have a treasurer, a comptroller, a secretary.
Do y'all vote on that? Or?
Everything is voted on. And the officer positions, they only are allowed to stay for a term of 6 months.
Okay.
And then they vote someone else in, and that's on the House level. And then on a chapter level, the chapter chair, vice chair, treasurer, so on and so forth, can do a year term. And then we have a state association level, and they do 2-year terms. And then we have a world council.
So this seems like a model. I've never heard of a recovery model.
Yeah, this is really unique.
Like who came up with this? What's the history of that? And then obviously it's got some success. You're a product of that.
Yes, it is. So our founder, Paul Malloy, God rest his soul, he's passed away a couple of years ago. He and a couple other guys were living in a halfway house up in Maryland in 1975, and the government decided that they were going to shut that house down. But the guys weren't ready to leave. They were comfortable where they were at in their sobriety, and they knew that that's what they needed. So they decided to reach out to the landlord of the house and see if they could rent it themselves. And so he allowed them to do that. And so from there, it just grew and took off. We over the past years, the DePaul University has done studies on Oxford House. If people stay in Oxford House at least 6 months, 6 months to a year, they have like an 85% chance of obtaining long-term recovery. Us addicts and alcoholics, because I'm in recovery myself, sometimes we balk at authority. And this model that Paul Malloy came up with, they always say the crazies can run the asylum themselves,
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what we do, and it has worked. It has been a model that has been proven as a success. We're celebrating 50 years this year.
You've been in Cookeville, you said 2 years?
2 years. Yeah, we've been in Cookeville 2 years.
I think that's why it's probably, because I hadn't heard of it much. I know 2 years seems like a long time, but it's fairly new for this area.
It is fairly new. When we first got here, of course, when you open up the houses, you have to give them time to stabilize and get full, the vacancies filled up. I have actually, this past year, really been able to get out into the community. I do presentations at New Leaf Treatment Center. I also do presentations at Cornerstone Recovery, Cedar Recovery, Evolve in Smithville. And so that helps get the word out there to let them know that we are here.
So I think I'm getting this now. So once you've been through is Oxford House, is that something you go to like after you've been into like a rehab kind of
you can come
facility?
To Oxford House after you've been to a rehab, but it's not a qualification.
Oh, okay.
So in order to qualify for a house, our number one tradition is the provision of housing and rehabilitative services to the addict or the alcoholic that wants to stop using or drinking and stay stopped. That's our number one tradition. So you don't have to have had any type of treatment to be accepted into an Oxford House, but you do have to go through an interview process, and the members of the house interview any new applicants.
Wow, that's
And you
cool.
have to get an 80% vote in the house in order to get accepted.
Really?
Yes.
Man, that is so interesting.
That's nothing like anything I've ever heard.
I know. That's so.
And we only have 3 charter conditions. And the charter conditions are, number one, that it be democratically ran, meaning that everybody has a voice and a vote. And that they're self-supporting.
They feel important then.
Yes.
I mean, by giving them a voice and a vote.
That's right.
Well,
They're like, I'm part of this family.
I imagine that a lot of people struggling with addiction, having that say in their life is a big deal.
It means everything.
Because they've had no say, really.
Right.
I mean, and I guess at times you may think you do, but if you're addicted to something, whatever you're addicted to has the say in your
Yeah,
life.
that's right.
So they're actually having, that's a great idea.
Yes.
Is that why it worked for you? You felt like you had purpose and you knew you wanted to be clean.
Exactly. Let me touch back. We've got 2 more charter conditions, and then I'll go into that if you don't mind. The other charter condition is that everyone pays their equally expenses shared, meaning that everyone in the house pays the same amount of money, and that's a charter condition. And then the other charter condition is that they expel anyone that has a reoccurrence of use.
Oh.
So we have an absolute zero tolerance for
Right.
relapse, but we do assist people in getting into treatment or going back to detox if needed.
If they come to you and say, you know, I'm really feeling like I really want to do this again, you would work with them through that. Or do they?
Well, we would talk with them and you know, as long as they had not picked up and used or drank, we can you know, talk with them, help them, you know, as much as we can as far as within the house, you know, their other peers. But if they make that choice to pick up and drink or use again, then they do have to leave. Yes.
Wow. We're talking to Lakeisha Stark. She's with Oxford House. More with her coming up in just a little bit on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from Summer Space. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. Summer Space has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville, brought to you by Elevate Real Estate, 717 now.
We have Lakeisha Stark. She's outreach coordinator of Oxford House of Tennessee, Chapter 26. Been in the area for a couple of years, and we were talking about how differently it is ran compared to some of the other recovery places. Talk about your recovery and how you felt when you first found your new home.
Okay. Well, like I stated before, I am in recovery myself. I am 10 years clean and sober. I will be 11 years January 15th.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's an amazing accomplishment.
Back in January 15th, 2015, I was arrested. Me and my husband. Well, he was arrested 19 months before me, but yeah, we got sentenced to a lot of time. I did 8 years in prison. I got out 3 years ago. The 22nd of this month, I was out 3 years. My husband is still in there. When I first got out, I was living in an extended stay hotel. I was able to get a job. God blessed me with a job, and I did have a vehicle. But I was working 14, 16-hour days, trying to pay $400 and something a week in an extended stay hotel. So I was feeling myself backed against a wall. I had chose the day that I got arrested not to use or drink anymore. And when I got out of prison, I still made the choice not to use or drink, but I did feel myself getting backed against a wall.
Mm-hmm.
So I was working with a lady, and I was a supervisor at the place I was at, and she told me that she needed some paperwork signed for Oxford House. And I said, "What's Oxford House?"
Mm.
And so she was telling me about it. And when she, told me everything about it, she was telling me, she was like, "Well, you have to pay $175 a week." And I was like, and of course my antennas went up. I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, wow.
sure, yeah.
Okay. Yeah." So really, just to be completely honest, I was like, "Can I get an interview?" And they was like, "Yeah." So they interviewed me. I interviewed on Friday, moved in on Saturday.
Wow.
So
They liked you.
well, whenever I pulled up to the house, it was in a very nice neighborhood. I was like, "Oh, wow, am I at the right house?"
Mm-hmm.
Because it was a nice house. It had nice landscaping. The yard was cut. It just looked really nice, And when I walked in, I smelled chicken and dumplings cooking, and the ladies were sitting around, and they welcomed me. They helped me get my stuff out of my car and helped me move it in.
Wow.
And
So it was a house with a lot of other ladies.
Yes.
And you said it was a huge, huge house.
Well, it wasn't just huge, but most of our houses are over 2,000 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
So they're decent sized houses.
Well, I imagine that when you pull up to something like that and it is nice and it is well manicured yard and nice landscaping and going in and it's nice. Not only is that nice for you to live in, but it's something that you can have pride in being in as well. And
Yes.
that's got to help in recovery to have some pride there.
Yes, it
with
does.
that.
Yes, it does. And, the thing about Oxford House, in the houses, the membership, we're big on accountability. Yes, we are peer run and we don't have any bosses that we answer to, but at the end of the day, we hold each other accountable.
Right.
And, each house has their own rules and guidelines, they have a certain curfew, things of that nature. But pretty much all we want to give people the opportunity to recover at their own pace.
Sure.
We want to give people the opportunity to stay as long as they need to. That's another thing that sets us apart, too, from different other halfway houses and sober livings is that you don't graduate our program. You can live in an Oxford House for the rest of your life if you choose to.
No way.
So how did that help you compared to living in a hotel? Then you had a home.
Yes.
How did that help your I mean, I know you were already off drugs.
Yes.
Or whatever you were doing, but this really is part of your recovery too. And did you feel like you were making a better way for yourself because it was something you could be prideful about at that home?
Yes, that gives me cold chills when you say that. Like, Oxford House is a big part of my recovery. Of course, I do work my own recovery program outside of Oxford House, but Oxford House has given me the opportunity for stability. It's given me an opportunity for family because when I came home from prison, our children were grown. Our youngest was 10 years old when I got arrested. And so I came home to feeling alone and by myself because they were grown. They had their own lives now.
And when you're by yourself, your mind, you go and you think,
Exactly.
you feel guilty about certain things.
Exactly.
And that support system is probably just a tremendous help.
It is. The camaraderie, there is amazing. Like, it has really helped me a whole lot. It has given me a chance to go back to college. I walked the stage, graduate with my associate's degree.
Yeah.
July 25th.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I start my bachelor's program June 30th. I still live in an Oxford House, not because I do work for Oxford House, because I lived in Oxford House for about 6 months and was offered a job. And that's when I moved to Cookeville to become the outreach here in this area.
Where are you from originally?
Well, actually, I'm originally from Carthage, Tennessee. That's where I was born. But I graduated from Livingston Academy years ago. And my parents, they live in Allens, Tennessee.
All right.
Oh, you're a local girl all the way
Yes, I
around.
am. So God brought me back home, I'm right here in Cookeville. And, it is really, Oxford has given me a good way of being able to no longer feel alone. I have a family that I never had before,
Well,
you know.
to be able to know that you can stay there, because,
Exactly.
and I've heard this from several addicts, is that you never stop being in recovery.
Never.
So, and I know a little bit about that because I like to smoke cigarettes, but I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, but I really, really want to. I haven't had a cigarette in 10 years.
Right.
But I really, really want one still. And I can only imagine that that's, a little bit kind of what maybe everyone goes through that's been addicted to something.
Yes.
But so that you can stay there and always have that support no matter what is really awesome. This is a great deal. And it's I mean, it sounds like a great place to be if you're going through that. Now, I know that it takes money to do this, so we have a fundraiser coming up,
And
right?
it's this Saturday.
Yes, it is. So we are, our World Convention is scheduled for August the 28th through the 31st in Washington, D.C. We have it every year. And we like to send members from our houses there. Like I said, we've got 6 houses, and we've got 50 beds across Putnam County. And we're looking to send anywhere from 6 to 8 people to the World Convention. So yes, we every year at this time since I've been here doing outreach work, we do fundraising, and we have bingo night coming up this Saturday at 7 p.m. At the Highlands Elite Realty out on Spring Street, back in their conference room.
Oh, great!
Yeah, so
that's a good bunch there. Kathy's good people.
Oh yes, I love Kathy. But yeah, we're opening it up to the entire recovery community because I feel like that's going to give us an opportunity to invite other people from whether it's another sober living home or whether it's another halfway house, or even if they're just in long-term recovery and are not in any kind of program, they're welcome to come. We've got we're going to do bingo, and
now, is it open up to the general public as well? Like, I mean,
we've said the recovery community.
Okay.
More the recovery community.
Okay, well, I just want to get that out there just in case anybody thought, well, I'm going to show up and play bingo, and,
Right. We would rather it be just
You did that for me, didn't you? You know I like bingo.
Right.
Well, it's a little ridiculous in the bingo thing.
Right. I love bingo. So the membership is very, very excited. They have been working hard in planning it.
This helps y'all network too with each other,
yes,
and you
it
may
does.
find some other people that want to be in the homes.
Yes, exactly. We're going to be having a 50-50 raffle at the end of bingo night. There's going to be a cash prize given away for the 4th round of bingo of $175.
All right.
If an Oxford House member wins it, they're going to apply it to their rent.
Oh.
But if anybody outside of Oxford wins it, it's cash. You get a cash prize. So, and we've got a lot of other, places in Cookeville that have donated gift cards and different things.
That's fantastic. Well,
Yes.
that'll be big fun. So if somebody is listening that is, couple ways, if someone's in recovery and they need the services of Oxford House, how do they get in touch with you? Or if they want to participate in helping you with the bingo thing,
Yes.
how does someone get in touch to
Right.
make that happen?
Okay. Well, if you would like to get in touch with me, of course, my name is Lakeisha Starks. I'm on Facebook. And then I have an email. It is lakeisha.starks@oxfordhouse.org. My phone number is 423-754-2756. And you can reach out to me anytime. We are going to be doing fundraisers throughout the whole entire summer, all the way up until August. So, yes, if anyone would like to, make a donation or support in any kind of way or just needs to reach out for help or anything, please give me a call.
Are y'all on Facebook, like Oxford House of Tennessee?
We are on Facebook, Oxford House of Tennessee. We've got
Chapter 26 is the Cookeville.
and then we've got Oxford House of Cookeville too on Facebook.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Lakeisha, thank you so much for being here. Very informative. I'm so glad to know about Oxford House and what it does now, and Appreciate you spending time with us this morning to tell us about it.
I'm glad
Thank
you
y'all
found
for
it.
inviting
Yeah.
me.
I mean, it's such a different life for you.
Yes, it is.
That's amazing.
It is. I spoke with my daddy this morning. He said, Lakeisha, it's like a whole metamorphosis.
Yeah.
And I said, yes, sir, it is.
I love it. Daddy's proud.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Good for you, and thank you for being here.
Thank
it's
you.
Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Up next is
It is Scott Davison and Adam Warren from the Bend Church. They're doing something for veterans. We're going to find out about that next.
That's great. That's coming up here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Be right back.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Never, ever, 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 never, ever, ever, never been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. For a limited time, Ford has announced employee pricing for everyone. You pay what we pay. Everyone gets employee pricing. There's never, ever, ever, ever been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLincolnofCookeville.com. See dealer for details. Some exclusions apply.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Reports. Cooper Flagg was drafted number 1 overall last night to the Dallas Mavericks in the NBA draft. Flagg played 1 season at Duke and averaged 19.4 points, 7.5 rebounds, and just over 4 assists as the Blue Devils made the Final Four. He won't turn 19 until December and joins Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving with the Mavericks. 2 through 5 in the NBA draft were Dylan Harper to the Spurs. The 76ers took VJ Edgecombe. Charlotte selected Con Knippel, and the Utah Jazz took Ace Bailey. Both Rutgers and Duke had 2 players each selected in the top 5. Ronald Acuna Jr. announced yesterday on SportsCenter that he will take part in this year's Home Run Derby in Atlanta during the All-Star break. It'll be the 3rd time Acuna has competed in the Derby. He fell to Pete Alonso in 2019 and 2022. The Braves slugger will compete on July 14th. The Braves fell to the Mets last night 7-3 and will look to win the 4-game set tonight. Yankees beat the Reds 7-1. Cubs shut out the Cardinals 8-0. Astros topped the Phillies 2-0. And the Athletics beat the Tigers 3-0. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 7:32.
Sam Davidson and Adam Warren are in here from the Bend Church. They've got something coming up. We're going to talk to them about helping veterans and an event for veterans. Thank you guys for coming in this morning.
Morning.
So can you tell us a little bit about what's going on? Or the Bend Church is fairly new. I know we had Pastor Steve Warren in a few months back to talk about the I want to say grand opening, but the opening of the Bend Church. You guys have a little bit different atmosphere about it. And of course, the Bend is right in the middle of town.
Yeah, so we've got a little bit of history that we started the church. I believe it was 6 years ago, and we started in a barn. In February, it was 33 degrees outside.
Oh, my goodness.
We had about 40 or 50 people that showed up, and at first it was just, we were doing like a Bible study, and it quickly began to grow from that. And so we kept moving around town, trying to find, a place that we could meet at, and it's like every time we got somewhere, we would outgrow it.
Yeah.
But, we finally got a place that is big enough that we can kind of stay for a little while. But I mean, we're already making plans, trying to figure out, because at some point we know that we're either going to have to move around or build or something else. So
Y'all are on Jefferson Avenue.
Yes.
Where was it?
Well, right
Staples
between-
or Office Max?
we're-
Which one? I can't get.
yeah, I
it.
believe it used to be Office Max.
It's just to the right of Tractor Supply.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's good. And then I saw a
Or
piece
to the
of
left of Goodwill. It's right in between them.
Which I've never seen a Goodwill so busy.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good Goodwill now. Don't knock that good. That's
Yeah.
a good Goodwill.
Oh, he was. He just said, "I've never seen it so
Yeah.
busy." I was like,
Have you never been in there?
I've gone in there.
Oh, okay.
But it's amazing that, I mean, when they open the doors, people are waiting.
Dude, I got 5 Brooks Brothers shirts there 2 months ago for $5 a piece.
still had the original tags on.
Yeah.
them.
Oh yeah, some of the best shirts I've got here lately. My wife, she'll go in there and just
Yeah.
spend
I mean,
$20
some
and
of
get me something nice.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about Goodwill. Sorry about that.
That was good. That was a good little plug, though. They do good for the community
Yeah,
too.
they do.
I was gonna ask though. I saw like a some land that it says future home of the Bend. So that's. I mean, you're still growing.
Yeah, so we that's one of our options. We've got
You
about
probably will outgrow that piece of land.
I hope so. No, we've got about 60 acres of land out there. That's one of our options that we are hoping to possibly build out there. If not, we might use that land for something else. in
Oh
the
yeah,
community.
yeah.
But yeah.
Well, Steve, what are y'all doing for the veterans event that's coming up? Y'all want to talk about that a little bit?
Well, so we have an event coming up called Freedom Isn't Free. And basically,
I like that name.
Yeah, because nothing in life is free. Everything's an exchange. If you go drink water today, you're gonna have to pay at least 50 cents for it. Like nothing in life is free anymore. And especially in a country that we have rights and freedoms that many other places around the world don't have. The precedents that was set by our founding fathers, they wrote a big check, and they put their name on the dotted line, and a lot of them had to suffer for that. They faced a lot of persecution for that to create this country. And since then, there's always been somebody that's had to help keep that dream alive. And throughout our history as a country, there's been several different wars that we've been involved in, and we're going to recognize that history. One reason why we're doing that is because we feel like there's a generation of our children and youth, excuse me, that are coming up that they don't understand that price. That's not something that is really expressed to our children anymore, the importance of patriotism.
I agree, yeah.
Patriotism is almost kind of a taboo thing in the generations.
It's
that's
been
coming.
lost over
Yeah.
the years. Yeah.
It really has. If anything, there's a mindset and a culture that is coming up that is almost anti-patriot. It's almost anarchist. People are trying to tear down the system, and which I'm not saying that our system in America is perfect.
Well,
obviously.
nothing's perfect.
Nothing's perfect.
Right.
But we are far better off than most. And so, again, this is just an opportunity for us to share some of that history, to walk through the history of our country, and also show how much of that founding history was connected to the church. And then throughout that history, how many people have paid that price.
That's a great idea because I think, like you said, the younger generation probably have no idea.
You know, there was a time in when the Upper Cumberland, there was an article that there was at least one family member, one person in every family that served in the military in the Upper Cumberland. Of course, we've had a growth since then.
Right.
But when you put one family member, one person in every family that has served in some way in the military, that's a lot in this area.
It is, and there's so many organizations here too that support veterans. I would say you're hard pressed to find a more veteran friendly community than the entire Upper Cumberland. It's not just Cookeville or it's the entire area here that is. I'd go up against any other location. It just seems like we do a great job at it as well. But again, like what you're saying, We got a whole generation that we got to do a better job.
Yeah.
We got to sell it even harder now than we
Yeah.
did.
Well, kind of piggybacking off of what he just said, in my family, I have grandfathers and great grandfathers on both sides of my family.
Mhm.
Every single one of them was either in the Army or in the Marines.
Yeah.
And there's many of them that had brothers. They were, had multiple siblings, that at least 2 or 3 of their siblings.
Mhm.
And so just, 2 generations back in my family,
Yeah.
half of our family was in the military.
Right.
And so, the history of our country is being lost in our school system. You can go and ask college students today, name some of the founding fathers.
Oh man,
They don't even know.
Have you seen any of that man on the street stuff?
Yes.
Oh, it's embarrassing,
It's
isn't
embarrassing.
it? I mean,
When did World War II happen?
Right. Now,
18.
right.
Oh, what are you talking?
I am not the sharpest tool in the shed. And I am not. But sometimes I watch these videos, these man on the street videos. I'm like, wait a minute, am I a genius?
You feel a lot better about yourself, don't you?
Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm it's like watching Jerry Springer back in the day. Wait a minute, my family is normal. You know what I mean? So, but you're right. There's there's been a dip somehow, and I don't think people, young people, just realize how great it is because yes, young people have been through a lot. I mean, I think we can look and see they've been through a whole different version of stress than other generations have, but they haven't really seen America, stand up and and go get something done. Here recently, we've seen that, like last week, we saw America go, not today.
Yeah.
And
there was a strength.
There was,
that the country has kind of, we haven't witnessed in a while.
And people are, no matter if they believe it or not, or know it in their head, they're attracted to strength.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we've lost it as, patriotism, to have that strength that people were attracted to. I think that's coming back too. I think there's even probably a surge that could possibly happen. Recruiting's up in the Army and the Marines and the Air Force and Navy. It's up, for the first time in a long time. So hopefully that's coming back.
Yeah. And that's, if that happens as a result of this, if we inspire some young people in our area to get involved in protecting this country, I think that's a great thing.
Yeah.
That's a personal decision that they have to make.
Mm-hmm.
But if we present something to our area that lets them know that, hey, someone has to do it.
Right.
And someone lifts their hand and says, okay, well, I'll do it. That's a win for us.
So what kind of things will you be doing at this? Like, what are there activities? Is there speakers? What's happening?
Yeah. So we did this production back in Louisiana years ago, and it was massive. We've scaled it back a little bit, but I will tell you that it is still going to be a great production. I mean, you're going to have there's going to be live animals, there's going to be live action fighting. We're going to have a Civil War reenactment take place in the sanctuary. George Washington is going to be there. Thomas Jefferson is going to be there. We're going to have some people, a blast from the past come through.
Gotcha.
And
this sounds really cool.
yes,
It's going to be different.
Yes, and for those who are coming, we want to make sure that veterans who might have trauma, or PTSD, whatever you want to call it, be aware that if you come, prepare yourself that there will be loud noises. There will be, live action things happening, but you're safe. Nothing's going to happen. We're doing all this to just remind us.
To really honor them.
Yes, to really honor
how much
them.
they have put forth for our country.
Yes.
I know as a veteran myself, this means a lot to me because, you don't always get to see as a veteran, sometimes people, you stand up on Veterans Day and that stuff, but you don't see people go out. And, and so just like Run for the Wall came in through Cookeville, and Cookeville was, they love that because Cookeville supports them so well. But to see a church come in and us put this together to honor our veterans so that they can receive an award and just for being who they are on a daily basis, serving their country,
Respected
still,
and loved.
and still serving their community, and maybe inspire the people that are in the chairs there to be able to see that their hero went to the military, and they might grow up do the same thing.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one thing that I've really seen about our veterans. It's like even when you come back home, you're still serving your community. That's what I've seen with so many veterans. I mean, they're such a great
And whether
addition
that's
to our community as well.
whether that's being a business person and serving that way through your community, or being a police officer or firefighter. I mean, you start getting into the EMS, you start getting into those types of jobs, you're looking at a lot of veterans.
A lot of
doing that.
veterans. A lot of veterans.
Well,
yes.
there's a certain amount of work ethic and mental acuity that you have to do those jobs, and the military prepares you for that.
100%. I'm my daughter married a guy who's Army, and I've never, my grandpa was in the Army, but wow, the Army takes care of their guys. I mean, I knew that, I'd heard that my whole life, but I didn't realize how great the Army was to their people and their families. I mean, for goodness sakes, I mean, they're living on base and they can walk to 2 playgrounds with my grandkids. I mean, it's amazing. And so if I was, a young guy now, I'd definitely look into that. I mean, that's
And it's an education too. I mean,
education, and they offer so much. It's amazing, but
it's developed over time. There's so many more benefits that you can have. You can get skill sets. You can have an education. You also know that if you need medical assistance, you'll have that.
Right.
So veterans that back in older generations, they might not have had all of that.
That's right. Yeah.
There's no better time to join the military.
Well, you're always standing on somebody else's shoulders. No matter what you're doing, you're always standing on somebody else's shoulder. My son-in-law standing on your shoulders right now, because you served, and now because of what you did, now he gets to do this, and so
And you'll have brothers for the life.
Yeah.
And family for life.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, those people you serve with, you never forget. You always have memories of them. They always are calling you. I mean, you might not see them for 20 years, and
you pick
get a
right
phone
up where you
call.
left off,
Yeah,
don't you?
that's it.
What branch did you serve?
I served in the Army.
In the Army?
Yes.
Where did you serve?
Well, different places. I served part of my time in the National Guard here locally in Livingston at 237th, which it's Flint now. And then I served some time in Fort Benning and Fort Hood. So some different places.
Gotcha. Well, thank you for your service.
Yeah, most definitely. Thank you.
We'll talk more about what's the date again?
So it's this coming up Sunday.
This coming Sunday.
June the 29th.
Okay. We'll get into all that a little bit more in just a little bit, and how you can get some more information coming up on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We'll be right back.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931 Window 1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Thursday morning forecast. Hot and humid conditions continue today. Skies will be mostly sunny through this afternoon with a slight chance of pop-up thunderstorms. 1 or 2 storms today could be strong with gusty winds and hail. Highs will top out in lower 90s. A heat advisory remains in effect through tomorrow. Heat index values could be as high as 105 in some spots. Overnight, we'll see mostly cloudy skies with low chance of a shower or storm. Lows will be in the lower 70s. We'll see a better chance of scattered afternoon thunderstorms Friday. Highs will top out around 90. Rain and storm chances will increase for both Saturday and Sunday. Highs will be in the upper 80s with overnight lows in the lower 70s. Be sure following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
It's 107.7 Grace FM.
And Hub Plus on your Roku app.
We'll light up the sky. And it's Red, White, and Boom on the 4th of July. And we're excited to again be the official radio partner of Red, White, and Boom, the largest event in the region and still on the largest radio stations in the region.
Did you know this is the 11th annual Red, White, and Boom? Not to mention, it's the second biggest 4th of July fireworks show in the state of Tennessee. This will be at the original Putnam County Fairgrounds on Jefferson Avenue. And this will be the biggest Red, White, and Boom ever.
Plus live music with Slippery When Wet, America's best Bon Jovi tribute band. Plus food trucks, a vendor market, the U.S. military, and family-friendly events going on as we count down to the fireworks on America's birthday.
And you can hear this year's fireworks soundtrack exclusively on your hometown favorites. 94.7, The Country Giant, and 98.5, KISS FM. And you can watch all the action on Hub Plus on your Roku app.
And don't forget, as always, it's coming up Friday, July 4th.
And we want you and your family there.
It's right here with Better Cookeville, Cookeville Communications, and 107.7 Grace FM, and on Hub Plus on your Roku app.
Happy 4th of July.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Steve, and Steve. It's Jason and Sheila here.
I realized I'd been calling people wrong names. It's Pastor Shane Warren.
Right.
Not Steve.
No.
With the bend. He's been in here before,
You know
and
who
I had
else
it in front of me.
You know who else isn't Steve?
Scott.
Scott.
Now, I think I caught Adam. That is your name, right?
Yeah.
Adam Warren, which is Shane Warren's
Right,
son
that's
from
right.
the Bend Church.
There we go.
And they're having a special going on for veterans and for just telling the history of our country this Sunday called Freedom Isn't Free.
Yes.
Now, did I get that right?
You got that right. It sounded good.
Y'all have been so sweet to me, and I've been calling everybody wrong names.
All right.
Y'all knew my heart was good.
Absolutely.
So when we were talking a little bit off the air about it, so it kind of reminds me of maybe like the military parade for the 250th birthday of the Army there, when they had all the different
generations. Of
generations.
Forces, yeah.
So that's what you're doing in a way, is you're starting off at the Revolutionary War, then working your way through it.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're we'll kind of start out with giving a little bit of a foundation of the founding fathers, a little bit of history of who they were and the contributions that they made, and then we will go into the Revolutionary War and how that was such of an impact of setting the foundation for our country, and then we will move on into the Civil War and how that impacted our country, and how, I believe it was Benjamin Franklin that talked about how every man should be created equal. We should recognize that under God, everyone is created equal. Well, in the Civil War, that was something that the Emancipation Proclamation brought about, that there wasn't an equality, and this war helped to bring it about.
Right.
And it's sad that lives had to be lost, and of course there were other things that were going on in history, culturally and politically, and but
and that's what makes it so important. Lives were lost for our freedoms.
Yes,
absolutely,
for everyone's freedoms.
Yeah.
And then so we'll move through the Civil War and the impact that had on our country, and then we'll go into the Great Wars. World War I, and the war that was supposed to end all wars. And World War II, where we literally kept a dictator from taking over the world and genocidically removing people from this planet. So the impact that had, and also that there are still, that's one thing about the World War II part that is special to us, is there are still people around from that war, and we are quickly losing the last
Yeah.
little bit of that
That's right.
generation, and before they're gone, we want to make sure that,
Yeah.
that they are still recognized. And then we will move from that into the Vietnam War, which is also a sensitive topic in itself because a lot of those veterans came home and they didn't feel welcome.
That's
back.
right.
And we want to make sure that those people get some kind of thank you. If they haven't gotten a thank you since they've been home,
Yeah,
when
amen.
they come to that service, we're going to
Yes.
make sure to say thank you to them. And then we will move from that into the War on Terror, which is going to span everything from, I believe it was July 17th, 1990, all the way up until modern day.
Yeah.
All the way up until this last week.
Yeah.
And so the impact that is still going on, that there is still a fight. And some of that might not necessarily directly impact us here on our land, but it does impact the freedoms of people all around this world. And how far are you going to let that go until it does reach our land?
Right.
So there's still a worldwide responsibility that we have. And so yeah, we're going to move through each and every part of our history.
Is there one showing of this, or is there multiple thing, or can you come at multiple times? I know a lot of people are going to come to see this. So are you spreading it out any, or how does that working?
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah, of course.
A really good cook leaves you wanting more.
Okay.
So if you want to be there,
Yeah.
we need you
better
to
come
get
Sunday.
There. Yes. Now, honestly, we are hoping that this will go over so well that it could possibly be a yearly, stamp for our church, that this is one thing that our community can expect from us.
Right.
And I guarantee you that if it goes well this year, it's just going to get bigger and better next year. And that will be more of a possibility that we have, like a Sunday morning and a Sunday night or a Saturday, whatever we need to do.
What time does it start on Sunday?
At 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Oh, man, you can be up early and plenty of time.
Yeah.
Get you a belly full of breakfast and get over there and get in line probably.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I imagine, because this is something that a lot of people are going to be interested in seeing. One, to be honest, it just sounds really entertaining.
Yeah.
And of course, the message will be good, and you get to have that patriotic feeling as we get
Leading
into
up to 4th of July.
4th of July.
Yeah.
It sounds
And while
like,
we celebrate our independence.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, and while we can celebrate our
Yes.
independence too.
That is an important thing that you guys are doing. I think that's remarkable.
Yeah. And we are expecting a little bit of a larger crowd than usual because we are trying to get the word out that if anybody comes, we want veterans to come.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
want
yeah.
service members to come. And so we have different people in our church who have, a background in the military that they are telling their friends, hey, I really would like you to come because, we're putting on this production and it's a way of honoring us and
Right.
and all of our brothers and sisters in the
I know when I talked to Scott on the phone, he's excited about it.
I am
He
excited.
sold it.
And we're hoping that many veterans will come because we've actually got a personal gift for every veteran that will be there.
Wow.
that
That's
day.
great.
We're going to take a moment and recognize each and every
Man,
person.
going all out, guys. That is really great. I love it when somebody just goes all out on something.
Yeah.
And
They don't do it halfway at the bend.
no, well, that's something I'm noticing about the band. And after when I met your dad the first time,
Shane, not Steve.
Shane, I was like, well, there's a guy who doesn't do anything halfway.
Not at all.
Yeah, so you grew up that way.
Oh yeah. if it's worth doing, it's worth doing well.
Yeah, you could just tell, and what a spirit that and that he has, and I can see in you too. Is just serve the Lord and serve the community, and that's awesome.
God's about educating, about loving, and about fun.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we got to have a little bit of fun.
We got it all.
Yeah.
So 10 o'clock Sunday, if you want to get there, if you want to see it, get there probably a little early. Don't show up like you do at your normal church.
Absolutely.
In last minute and hoping to find a place in your pew.
Come a little bit early, get a cup of coffee, a donut, and mingle with us a little bit, and then we'll get the production started and have a great time.
It's gonna be fun.
We have a large foyer area that we built it that way so that we can have a community time before and after our service.
Right.
So come, hang out, get to meet some people, and we hope to see everybody there.
A little bit of church networking.
Yeah, that's right. Guys, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us.
Sheila, who do we got for tomorrow?
We've got Miss Terry Ritter from Cookeville Art and Studio Gallery, and we're going to talk about Smithville Fiddlers Jamboree. That's coming up 7:30 tomorrow.
Oh, sweet. All right, we'll get into all that tomorrow here on Good Morning Cookeville. Good Morning Cookeville is here every morning in the Willow Window Studio, brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye now.
Bye.